Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, our group are going to explain about a pattern of extranuclear inheritance in 4 o'clock plant, which is Mirabilis jalapa. Mirabilis jalapa is the most commonly grown ornamental species in Mirabilis plant and is available in range of colors. Mirabilis jalapa was cultivated by the aesthete of medicinal and ornamental purpose. So, why is it called 4 o'clock plant? The plant is called 4 o'clock because its flower from white and yellow to shade of pink and red, sometimes streaked and mottled, open in late afternoon and close by mornings. There are 45 species in Mirabilis genus of herbs. So, our next presenter are going to explain about chloroplast endosymbiotic theory.
Hi, my name is Nurhaira Anis binti Johri. Today I want to tell about why flower has different colors. Cells have a nucleus and chloroplasts have a mutation. The variegated leaf have regular chloroplasts that make chlorophyll, and then they have some cells with the mutated chloroplasts. Usually the flowers are yellow, pink and white, but a different combination of flowers growing on the same single 4 o'clock plant can be found. Another interesting point is a color changing phenomenon. For example, in the yellow variety, as the plant matures, it can display flowers that gradually change to a dark pink color. Similarly, white flowers can change to light violet. The particular traits we're looking at, leaf color, because the gene for that trait is in the chloroplast. It exhibits maternal inheritance. Material inheritance is a type of extranuclear inheritance. This inheritance has 2-week DNA. Thank you.
Today, I will discuss about theory mitochondria and the symbiotic theory. Symbiosis is a relationship in which organisms from two species live in close. Mitochondria, once independent prokaryotes, and do have their own DNA, like chloroplasts. Because of this, it often involves the male part, but will pass down to female, and it's called maternal inheritance. As we know that mitochondria were engulfed by ancestral eukaryotic cell and develop symbiotic relationship known as endosymbiotic theory. As the both mitochondria and chloroplast were put together inside eukaryotic cell as a host, two of it, both chloroplast and mitochondria, will be benefiting as the mitochondria will take in glucose and turn it into ATP, which used as energy for cell.
Okay, today I'm going to be talking about chloroplast in the symbiotic theory. So on the second slide, we can see that chloroplast, it exists in plant and algae cells, and it have their own DNA and can actually replicate it themselves. The DNA or sometimes are called cpDNA, and they have 100 genes. Photosynthesis happens within the thylakoids, and thylakoids contain chlorophyll. Chlorophyll make the plant green. Moving on to the third slide, we can see picture there. Symbiosis is a relationship in which organisms from two separate species live in a close dependent relationship. Endosymbiosis, endo which means within, is a specific type of symbiosis where one organism lives inside the other. The symbiotic theory explains the evolution of chloroplasts. Before chloroplasts were organelles in a cell, they were prokaryotic cells that were absorbed by the eukaryotic cells. The chloroplast was originally a prokaryotic cell that could undergo photosynthesis themselves. Example, cyanobacteria. The photosynthesizing bacteria became dependent on the host cell after being engulfed. On the last slide, it stated the evidence to support the endosymbiotic theory. The chloroplasts have circular DNA, not linear, and they have their own ribosome. They have their own cell membranes, and it divides through binary fission, that is, splitting into two. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you.
Now, I'm going to talk about the conclusion. From what we have studied, we can conclude that cell evolve in many different ways. It became eukaryotic cell, but not in the same way it was before, since the chloroplasts are not found in all eukaryotic cells today. It basically found in plants such as algae. So, from the endosymbiotic theory, we learned that endo means inside because mitochondria and chloroplasts began to live inside a host cell, while symbiotic refers to symbiosis. Each part of mitochondria and chloroplasts and host cells get benefit from it. This explains the reason why mitochondria and chloroplasts have their own DNA, since they were an independent prokaryotic and they lived in their own way before. Thank you.